I think faith has a lot to do with our work environment. We have a lot of people on staff that faith is very important to them. And you see that come out not just in their work ethic, but how they treat each other. It also comes out in the things that we do together. So people are really focused on the value of the individual that comes to the table, more so than the work that they bring. And not that that work isn't important, of course it is in the overall goals that we have. But we also have to remember the individual that's bringing that work to the table and how we all work together as a team and how God's going to bless that if we continue to make faith a priority.
But I feel that I'm very fortunate for the simple fact that I am in a religious place very frequently in my business, and I can simply be in the back row and have a prayer, and that goes a long way in helping me as I grow and continue to develop and with my business and my family.
Well, faith impacts my business very significantly. I feel like this is my mission field that God has called me to as a physical therapist, treating pain, post-surgery needs. People come to us in pain with needs, and our number one focus is providing the compassion and serving as God's healing hands and being instruments for Him.
What I would say to other business leaders, I would say you are missing out if you don't incorporate faith into your business practices, because life and working is terribly stressful, and faith is the one way that you feel good about your decisions, you feel at peace and at calm, and I just don't know how you would run a business without it.
And everyone knows that when you start a new business, it's extremely scary. And I remember days when I sat in my office and I put my hands in my face and I cried and I prayed, and sure enough, God brought me through. And now it's just amazing what the business has done.
In the early startup of our business, the Lord placed the right people in our path that were very helpful in helping us to get established. It seemed like as we reached each new plateau in our business, the right individuals came into our life and it had a great influence on our business in a very positive way.
You know, my faith affects the work environment in a lot of different ways. I think as I've climbed the ladder at Commerce Bank, I have relied more and more on my faith. The higher I've attained, the more I realize I don't do that by myself. It is a higher being, and God's helped me through that.
To me, prayer is the practical mechanism of accessing relationship, and sometimes we tend to think of it as just asking for things. And yet, when we look at the Lord's Prayer, as a businessman, I would love it if I had a template for everything. The Bible doesn't give me a template for everything, but it does give me a template for prayer. And when I look at the Lord's Prayer, I see so much more than asking for things, and I think there's so much in that relationship that can be accessed through praying in the manner in which the one template I do have tells me to pray.